In a world where our phones are our constant companions, the convenience of mobile apps comes with a hidden cost: our privacy. Every tap, swipe, and download could potentially expose sensitive information, prying eyes, whilst other apps are built with transparency and user trust in mind. Others may quietly gather more data than we realize. This guide is brought to you by CyberAwareHub. Uncover the hidden risks behind harmless apps and offer clear, actionable steps to help you safeguard your digital life. This video will enhance you to take control of your mobile privacy, whether you are a beginner or a cyber expert. How can you tell if an app might be collecting more data than it should or potentially spying? It's not always obvious, but there can be clues. One major indicator is if an app is asking for permissions that seems completely unrelated to the core functions. Always question why an app needs access to specific data or features from your phone. Other signs might include your phone's battery draining much faster than usual, your data usage spike unexpectedly, or your phone feeling warm even when you haven't used it heavily. This can sometimes indicate that an app is running extensively in the background, potentially collecting and transmitting data. It's easy to hit agree when an app asks for permission during installation. We want to use the app and we trust that it needs access to certain features to function. A camera app needs access to your camera, and a map app needs your location. But what about that simple game that wants access to your contacts, or a flashlight app that asks for permission to use your microphone? This is where the privacy risk comes in. Some apps, whether intentionally malicious or simply overly aggressive in their data collection, requires permission far beyond what they actually need to provide their service. Once you grant them these permissions, they will potentially collect sensitive information about you, your location, your contacts, your photos, even listen in through your microphones, often without your explicit knowledge or consent for how the data will be used. What can you do to protect yourself? The most important step is to be mindful of app permissions. When you install a new app, review the permissions it requires carefully. Ask yourself if each permission is truly necessary for the app to work. If a permission seems excessive or unrelated, deny it if possible. You can also review the permissions of the app you have already installed. Both Android and iOS have privacy settings where you can see which app have access to what data and revoke permissions you are no longer comfortable with. Regular auditing of app permissions is a good privacy practice. Furthermore, only download apps from official app store like Google Play Store or Apple App Store, as these platforms have security reviews in place to catch malicious apps. Read app reviews and research the developer before installing. Look for any reported privacy concern. Finally, delete apps you are no longer using. Even inactive app can potentially collect data in the background. If an app isn't serving a purpose, it's better to remove it and reduce your digital footprint. By being conscious of app permissions, reviewing your settings, and being selective about what you install, you can take significant steps to prevent your smartphone from compromising your privacy. Thanks for tuning in to CyberAwareHub. Don't forget to visit our site at cyberawarehub.online for your online security and safety.